Big match tonight for you guys. You had to think about it after Saturday's loss here to Gannon. You want to come out. You only have a couple home matches left. You still want to have an opportunity, if you can get fortunate and win out, maybe make the playoffs. So this was a very important match, and your team answered the bell. Congratulations on you and your teammates playing well and getting this victory tonight, but it wasn't easy, was it?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it means a lot. I know we've been working hard to get out of this run we've been in, so I know this victory is a lot, and we're hoping it's a turnaround point for us.
Well, here in the match today, you guys played, I thought, with a lot more confidence than you had shown on Saturday, and I think that was something that's got to help the team play better. And I also think you got good contributions from a number of different players. Some of the ones you really count on to put the ball down, they put the ball down tonight, particularly Mariana, which when I get a chance to look at the final stats, I think that she probably led the squad in kills. But you get Paige Cole, and she's been pretty consistent. If she's not at the top in that category, she's close to it. I thought Abby Osterling, when she's in there setting, she did a very nice job. And as far as your game goes, you're very effective whether you're setting up. I thought tonight you were doing a lot of setting, but you also have been able to finish on the right side. Talk a little bit about what you felt you did well in this match tonight.
Yeah, I think as a team, and me and Abby have been both focused on running a more effective offense, and I think we both did really well running all the plays and all that.
Well, I mentioned you are a Buckeye, and you played in the great state of Ohio at James A. Garfield High School. What have you found coming into college, the difference between being on a good high school team or a good high school player and then coming into the Division II level, the PSAC, which is one of the strongest D2 volleyball conferences throughout the country? What have been some of the adjustments that you've had to make?
Yeah, I know the speed of the game. I know everyone says that, but it really is so much faster, and it takes a lot of practice and time to adjust to that. And I also think the mental strength is a really, really big part of it. I've never been challenged this much mentally, to be this mentally strong, and I know that was a big adjustment for me too.
If you had to tell someone what are some of the strengths of your game, some of the things that you feel and like to do well on the volleyball court, and we're visiting with Riley Rock, another good outing for her tonight in a must-win victory situation for Seton Hill. What things did you say would you do that you're pretty proud of on the volleyball court?
I think just my resilience and persistence I know nothing's going to stop me, if that makes sense. Always just working through, no matter if it's a rough few points or if it's just a skill I need better work on.
So it sounds like, Riley, you're talking about having a short memory. When things aren't going well, you don't dwell on that. You bounce back and get ready to play strong against the next point. Is that, I think, what you're talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I also want to ask you to share some of your volleyball background. When did you start playing the sport? What drove you to play the sport of volleyball? And then what brought you to Seton Hill University to continue your education, if you can remember that, in any order?
Yeah, so I started playing, I think, at the beginning of middle school because my mom made me do it. And I honestly hated it when I first started playing. But, yeah, she made me stick with it, and then I just, fell in love with it once middle school started. And, yeah, I think that's what ended me up here. I was just looking to play competitively and back in Pittsburgh. So.
And, of course, now, did you play club volleyball growing up? Because a lot of players start at a young age and they're playing club or...
Yeah, I think I started playing club in 7th grade. And then I used to live in Pittsburgh, so I played club in a few different places. And then I went to Ohio and played at Nova.
Well, I'm originally from the Pittsburgh area myself. Where did you live in Pittsburgh?
I went to high school at South Park until 10th grade.
Okay, South Park Eagles.
Yeah.
Over there. And speaking of South Park, that two-time national champion hurler that got it recognized before the match as a South Park graduate. Did you know him at all? Or?
Yeah, I know of him. I didn't personally
You didn't personally go to school with him there. Yep. Well, at this point, you got 5 matches to go. You've got one of them down. You got to take them one at a time. You go on the road to play at Cal U on Friday. I think if the team plays focused, they came here, upset the Griffins earlier this month of October, 3-1. It's very important to go one match at a time, but it's also important to continue. And I'm speaking to you for your team to continue becoming a lot more poised when the situation gets to be a little tense and thick. Is that an area you think the team can continue to get better at this season, is being more poised when things get a little bit dicey in a match?
Yeah, we've been focusing a lot the past few weeks on togetherness, and I think to look for each other when things are going rough. So I think we are starting to click a lot more and just trust each other, that we have each other's backs during games.
Riley, what are you studying at Seton Hill University, and why did you choose to pursue that particular field of study?
Yeah, so I'm studying actuarial science, and it was mostly fueled by my passion for math.
Okay.
So that's where that comes from.
So you like to crunch numbers.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess so.
well, tonight, all the numbers crunched in favor of the Seton Hill University Griffins. Through the first two sets, we put up the statistics between the sets. The Griffins had the edge in every category over Slippery Rock tonight, which, if you're a better team, you expect to be able to do that, and you did it. And normally, when one team has the advantage in every one of those major statistics, that's the team that walks out of the building with a smile. And so you're smiling, and your teammates will leave the Catherine Mavis McKenna Center with a smile.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the team win, and congratulations on being a big part of this team's win tonight. In earlier matches this season, I think you're going to be a big part of this team in the future. You're just a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
I'll ask you one other thing. We always talk about like the academic age of the player, sophomore. You are being one of those, Yonner being one of those. But in point of fact, you sophomores are true freshmen in terms of playing in the PSAC, because you didn't play against the Gannons and the EUPs in the PSAC competition. So you're all fresh against the PSAC. All right. Well, you're growing up this season, and your team made a nice step tonight. Glad to see you guys get off the snide. Let's see a winning streak come together.
Yeah, I agree with that. Thank you.
All right. That is Riley Rock joining us on our post-match show. We thank her for coming on and sharing some of her